I thought Tyler had already hit it. My bad. Alright, so now we're back. And
I rolled a 5.
Yep, you rolled a 5 for his listen check, and you can, like I said, you can hear deep, echoey, booming sounds throughout the cave. Previous to wandering around town, I had rolled for the guard, and the guard was not really able to hear much other than the same echoey sounds.
Okay.
Alright. It sounds like it's coming from a variety of places. This cave kind of echoes a lot. This cavern area echoes a lot. It sounds like you'd gone down the left tunnel, so sounds like it might be coming from behind you, or maybe even maybe in front of you. You can't really tell. And
how far?
okay.
I do have my glow stick, my sun rod out. How far can I see where the source of sound is coming from?
No, you actually can't. You're looking down the tunnel, and you really can't see anything. All right. So, Mary and Aramil come sweeping past the fort. I will give you guys reflex saves to attempt to catch yourself before you go going far past the fort.
Okay, while doing so, I'm going to have one arm wrapped around her to assist her.
Well,
it probably will.
And then if you have waste, if you have my waste, then we can meet use too. Yep. Try to save myself.
Yep.
Alright, well, if you're only attempting this one-handed, go ahead and give me a check at a -5.
Too late, you already did it. It's too easy.
Alright.
-5, so
it's 9,
13.
Alright. For a reflex?
Yeah.
Alright. So 13. Okay. You do manage to slow yourself. What about Mary? Mary also doing this one-handed?
No, I'm using both hands.
Alright.
16. It's a reflex, right?
Yeah, it's a reflex save.
17.
Alright, and give me strength checks. Hey, welcome back, Maya.
Hello. Hello, Maya. Okay, so strength check. 15.
Alright. Excellent. And also Mary, a strength check as well.
Yep, she done goof.
Is that a now 1?
Oh, it's 11 minus 10.
Alright. Alright,
don't forget though, I do have my arm wrapped around her.
Yeah.
So bring it down with me.
That's fine.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. You're trying to grab a hold of something. You're gonna take, you're gonna take 3 points of damage. We'll make it subdual, which will bypass your armor. So.
Okay. So sub damage.
Yeah, subdual damage. Basically, what it means is it'll go away after a while. You just kind of get banged up, bruised up, you know, slight concussion, nothing serious.
So that was 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 subdual damage. It's the type of damage that could knock you out but not kill you.
Gotcha.
As you get banged along the wall from him catching you, but you not being able to catch a hold of the wall yourself. The water rushes past you, it goes over your head, splashes by. You guys are approximately at the fork, and you can see that the fork is a little bit higher ground than the water, and the water is rushing past you guys. So go ahead and give me strength checks to climb towards the higher ground and out of the water, up the left fork of the tunnel.
I'll go first. Strength check, right?
Yeah, it's a strength check.
9.
Well, I was gonna say, well, since I do have an arm around her, I'm gonna try to like shove her over, even though it means I'll probably be taking negatives, to try to like give her a boost.
All right.
That's what.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a check at -5. Strength check -5.
Damn it.
Okay, you guys are
-1
back down the corridor.
So even your strength check wasn't enough.
So you guys, yeah, you're swept back down, and you're washed all the way down.
Way down.
Way down.
Way down.
All right.
That was bad.
That was hilarious.
All right.
It's a good song too.
And let's see, odds or evens. Let's have Mary choose.
I will choose evens.
Evens.
Even Steven.
All right. So it looks like Aramil has gained ground as in the front. You guys are both underwater though. That's kind of scary. As you wash down all the way to the end of the corridor, where the hole that you climbed down and got stuck in several times is, and the wall directly afterwards. Go and give me a swim check, Aramil.
I don't have swim, so that's
It is strength modified.
So 18.
All right, you are able to stop yourself before being smashed into the wall, which is good. And you are also able to stop Mary from being smashed into the wall, since it's narrow enough that the two of you can't get side by side. But you're underwater, and you've been underwater for a few rounds. So let's see, what are your Constitution scores?
12.
10.
Alright, so you've been holding your breath for 3 rounds. You're still pretty good. So subtract 3 rounds from the number from your Constitution score, and whatever you have remaining, that's the number of rounds you have left before you need a breath, or to make a Fortitude save before you try to take a breath, even though you probably shouldn't.
You
Okay,
said
so I've got 9 left.
-3, right?
-3, because you've been holding your breath for about 3 rounds while being swept down.
So if the water is just up against this
The
wall,
it's just starting to fill up the hole now.
okay, so is there is there like enough? Can I do a spot check on the roof of the little section we're in to see if there's like handholds that I could like that the two of us could like drag ourselves back to the hole?
You're actually right by the hole.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna push her up into the hole.
Okay, remember it was a really tight squeeze in the first place, so...
well, I'm not gonna like shove her in, just like guide her to it.
Alright, well that's pretty easy to do. You end up maneuvering her to where she can try to climb up the hole. Just keep in mind, the last time you guys tried that, you guys were stuck for a little while. And,
well, we're not trying to like climb up the hole, just
Stay above the water.
stay above
it's filling up really quickly. Unless you're climbing up, you're probably not going to have your head above water.
Using my elven memory, how far? Well, no, because the water's still probably moving at quite a clip, so it'd be a struggle to climb back up to that alternate route. Want to try climbing the hole?
Alright, if we get stuck, we drown.
If we don't try it, we drown.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, we're gonna try climbing the hole.
All right.
First. That way I can like push her from below.
Oh, there is some good news though.
Ooh, yeah.
Give me a quick spot check. Both of you.
Spot, so I got an 18.
Okay. And Mary?
14.
Alright, well, both of you see this little glowy stick looking thing. Who knows where that came from?
I'm gonna grab it.
Alright, you reach out and grab it pretty easily.
And wedge it in my teeth.
Okay, and as you wedge it in your teeth, give me another spot check.
12.
Okay.
Me as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys. Oh hey, you.
10.
All right. Well, what did you get, Aramel? 15.
12.
12. All right. Well, you catch a glimpse back over your shoulder.
Against the wall?
No, down the tunnel.
Oh. I thought you said we...
You're
Oh.
already at the end of the tunnel, but you're glancing back over towards the tunnel end.
Oh, okay.
And, you see a fin.
His name isn't Finn.
Oh.
And it is coming towards you.
Nor did he fight.
Can I
the
tell...
Russians.
Can I... Haha. Can I tell if this thing's big enough to make it into the hole?
Give me a knowledge nature check.
Dang it. 8.
Not really sure.
I will
It
do
looks
it.
scary.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know.
I was gonna say you didn't see it.
It looks scary.
So probably handle animal wouldn't help much, would it?
It takes a full minute to do a handle animal check, and by that time, things that are dangerous to you probably have you eaten.
Got it. So yeah, we're gonna go up the hole with me at the bottom, and I'm gonna push her up into it.
All right.
Not like push her, but like if she gets stuck, I'm gonna push.
All right. So, Mary, go and give me a climb check. And
Sure,
then
it wouldn't be a swim.
I was
you
gonna say,
can
what,
swim if you like. If you prefer swim, go for swim. If you
was
prefer
gonna say,
climb,
wouldn't the
Because I get
water
pluses for swims.
well, wouldn't the water pressure help us get up the hole?
It would depend.
Well, I was
go ahead
asking.
and just give me a swim or a climb check, your choice.
11.
11. Okay. You start going up. Go ahead and give me an escape artist check or a dex check. Give yourself +2 bonus. The water does seem to be lubricating.
Yes.
Ooh.
20.
You got 20.
Or you
21.
said +2, right?
Yeah, +2
Yeah.
bonus.
Oh yeah, 21.
21. And you are able to climb up about halfway. Go ahead and give me another swim check or climb check, your choice once again.
Wouldn't I have to do these two since I'm right behind her?
You
We're
roll
doing
a second.
one
Oh.
time. 14.
Okay, and another escape arts check. Yeah, you're good. You're back up on top of the hole, and the water is just beginning to touch the tops of your toes as you stand up out of the hole.
Okay.
Aramil, the fin is getting closer. He'll probably be on you in about a round, so...
Swim for your life, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot on up the hole.
You may not be fighting a Russian, but you are rushing to get out of here.
Yeah. I'm rushing. I'm rushing away from the fin.
Are you European?
No, not yet. The water's pretty cold. I'm assuming. Okay, so first check.
Which is a swim check. What you get?
5.
Oh wait, Dex or strength modifier, so 6.
6. All right. Well, no, you've kind of lost direction. You know, and you're struggling to try to right yourself. And at about this time, we will see if the critter spots you. Well, looks like it. So,
Would a survival check help me at all?
No, survival allows you to know what it might, what kind of weather patterns and stuff like that. It helps you seek shelter. It lets you know what the weather's coming.
Ah, crap.
So, go ahead and give me an initiative check.
Plus my initiative bonuses, 21.
You have first initiative.
She's gonna be echoes gone.
Are you another swim check trying to get up the hole?
Can I see what this creature is now? Like how big it is?
It looks approximately medium size, about as big as you.
So it can fit up the hole.
Nice to eat.
Yeah, I'm climbing. I'm getting up that hole.
Alright, go ahead and give me a swim check or a climb check, your choice.
It's both strength, right? So
Yeah.
I get to say, yeah. Hey, nat 20.
That is a nat 20.
So
Give me an
31.
escape artist check. You're going to get a +2 for the fact that it's fairly lubricated. And,
so escape artist is a dex, so 19.
there you go. I mean, because of your nat 20, you shoot right up that hole like your life depended on it. Because, it probably did.
Like poop through a goose?
So you pop up, and by the time you get up there, the water is just covering your toes, maybe getting up to your ankles.
I'm gonna draw my sword just in case this thing has legs.
You might
And
have
while I'm backing down the
Okay, so you guys are heading back out towards the entrance of the cave.
yes,
Okay.
because right now I am basically I'm watching our back way. In case this thing has legs.
The water continues to rise. Apparently, there's
You
a
may have
bunch of back
fins.
pressure.
He may have fins, but he's not finished.
So,
Finished.
the water continues to rise. And as you travel down the tunnel, you notice it starts getting about shin deep. And then it's above your calves. By the time you are
So did
out
that
the-
first guard take our horses with them, or are they like at the
You
entrance?
have no idea. You're not there yet.
Okay, so we haven't seen the horses. So
Nope. By the time you get to the mouth of the cave, go ahead and give me listen checks and spot checks.
okay, go ahead and do yours first.
I'll do spot first. 10.
I'll do a spot. 9.
Okay. And listens.
Ooh.
It's a good listen. That's a good listen too.
So 22.
Alright.
Oops, I bumped it.
Yeah, I saw it.
This was listen, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that'd be 24.
Yep, you can hear the crash of thunder and of waves, and you see flashes of lightning.
This storm's still pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty rowdy out here. And you're slogging through knee-deep water just as you head out of the cave. And there are no horses in sight.
They abandoned us. We need to seek higher ground.
That's just lovely, isn't it?
So I should probably do a geography check to find higher ground.
You can do a spot check to see if you've got a way up there on uphill, because you are kind of on a slope or like almost a rocky face. So you might be able to find something with a search check.
Okay, I'll do a search check. I get better bonuses on that.
Alright, give you a search check.
12.
Alright, well, you don't find anything in the first minute. And the wind is whipping and it's howling, and you guys can't hear each other's shouts above the storm. Lightning flashes, and you're basically gesticulating at each other with, hand gestures, like, over here, and it's crazy, and you're soaked to the bone, and it's cold out, and the wind is blowing your cloaks around. And, and it's starting to hail again. You guys are pretty much in a bad, miserable way. So go ahead, another search check. But at least you're not slogging through knee-deep water anymore.
I'm gonna search for another place
So do you want to assist, or?
I'll assist.
Okay, so search check, and she's going to assist.
Okay.
Dang it, another 12.
Whoop, don't double it.
I didn't. It's a 19. She got a 19 plus her bonuses. I got a 12 with my bonuses.
I got 24.
Alright, we will say that you find a little bit, a narrow path that cuts up. And it looks like it might go to the top of this rock face, but you can't tell because it cuts into it and becomes like in a cleft. I'm
gonna grab her hand and guide her to it.
Alright.
Okay.
So you guys make your way to this cleft, and through the hail and the storm, and go ahead and give me fortitude saves, please. As the cold is starting to affect you. That's a nice nat 20.
Plus my 3, so 33.
That's very good.
Whoop.
Back on the yeah. What did you get?
She got a 14 plus.
You said 42, right?
Yeah, fort save.
So
16. Yeah, 16.
16's good. You're cold, you're chilled, you're starting to shiver, but you're not taking any damage yet. The hail is minimal at the moment, but and you go through this cleft and you follow it up for a few minutes, and you're at the top, and in the distance, about maybe 5-10 minutes out, you see a forest.
Can I do a spot check or a search check to see if there's anything closer than the forest?
I won't even require a spot or a search check for that. It's pretty open plain, pretty barren, and just the edge of the forest looks like your best shelter at the moment.
So we're gonna do something you never should do. Hide underneath the tree.
Hide underneath a bunch of trees.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna point to us and point to the forest and shout as loud as I can. We need to get to the forest!
Alright, so you guys are going to head into the forest. Give me one more fort save for each of you. No,
6.
15.
I got a 6.
Well, the 15 is good, but the 6 you're going to suffer D4 minus 2. Alright, you're going to suffer 1 point of cold damage as the storm you're really starting to shiver and you're cold. And you might be catching, a flu bug of some kind, maybe. But yeah, it's just really starting to get cold out. The sun's gone down. And you guys make it to the woods, and you're finally out of the storm. Looks like the trees overhead are blocking out most of the rain. You still see flashes of lightning through the trees.
Can I do a check to see if there's any kind of shelter, like hollow in a tree that we both did?
You can, but you are shivering cold right now, so you're fairly distracted. Take a -2 penalty.
Okay, so search check. So 15.
15. You do find like a grove of trees that are kind of knotted together with some bushes. It's like maybe 1 or 2 trees and a bunch of hedge bushes all in a circle, and you kind of manage to burrow in there.
Okay. Well, I'd be bringing her with me.
Yeah, the two of you managed to burrow in, and
share warmth.
Yeah. And you wait out the storm. Alright.
Group 2.
Dawn breaks.
What happened to group 2?
No, we'll get to group 2 in a minute.
They're dead. That fish thing had legs and it went after them.
Dawn breaks, and the storm appears to be over. You're huddled underneath as water droplets trickle down and drop onto your cloaks.
I'm going to burrow out and find somewhere in the sunlight to spread our cloaks and clothes so they can dry out.
Alright. And you are greeted by the morning sun. It is warm. You're also greeted by several fallen trees. And looks like this area got pretty well wrecked.
We're lucky to have survived. Looks like
you can see the beginning of the cleft, and it looks a little washed out now where you came up.
Well, I'm gonna spread out my cloak and my shirt or basically like my clothes from the upper half of my body to dry out.
Alright.
But I'm going to keep my pants on.
That's
Because they will dry just fine while on me.
Alright.
Okay, so... Do I need to roll a check for that?
No, you just, you know, set it
Put my,
up.
yeah, put
I'm
my
gonna lay my cloak out, but I'm gonna keep my clothes on.
Alright, now we'll go to group
killjoy.
2.
Such a killjoy.
You are traveling down the left-hand side of the tunnel. It starts to go, it goes upwards. It kind of twists and turns quite a bit. Go ahead and give me either a survival check or a knowledge geography check.
Survival.
Actually, let's make it a survival. Yeah, survival check. Let's make it a survival check.
Drop die.
Alright. 13 plus your
13.
survival bonuses.
13. That's it.
13. Alright, you know it twists and turns a lot, and it weaves back on itself. Pretty soon you're kind of lost in the gloom. In the darkness of the cave. I mean, you seem to be going up, occasionally you go down, dip down a little bit, and then back, rising up. And you're so confused because of all the turns that you're not even sure which direction you're facing anymore.
I asked the guard, do you know where we're at?
I'll make a quick survival check.
What a rush.
Oh, wow, not bad. He rolls a 19, and with his minor bonus to wisdom, he says, I think we're facing east.
Okay.
Which is away from the ocean. Wait, west, yeah, okay.
You really hate me right now.
What?
Not your character.
And
Character probably really hates me right now.
you travel on for a while, and as dawn breaks, you see light up ahead.
Going down
I'll continue through there.
Okay. And it appears that you've come to the surface of the cave. Except that there are several fallen trees over this entrance.
Can I do a spot? Is it in the location where we parked our horses?
You cannot tell. No, you guys parked on a beach. This
we parked the horses. We brought the horses into the cave with us.
Wow. So they're not there. But this doesn't look anything like the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
This looks like you're coming out at a totally different area. More of a foresty area. There are some fallen trees.
How far away are we from town? Can I see the city?
No. I mean, you can't even get out. I mean, you've got, like, you're still in the cave, and there's these things laying over. What about soda? Hello, Maya. Says soda. Oh, is my soda in the way? Ah, soda is in the way.
So,
So it is in a way.
Got it. All
can I
fixed.
do, so I have to move the stuff to get...
You can try an escape artist. It's going to be a lot easier than trying to squeeze through the cave. You can try a climb check. A climb check will work. An escape artist check will work. You can try to move it with a strength check. Yep, we got it.
I'll do a climb check.
Yeah.
Not one.
Not one. Okay. Well, you go grab a couple of branches and you pull them down and they get stuck into the little entrance, making it a little bit harder to get back out. The guard will kind of tell you that if, you know, you let him at it with his with a little hatchet he keeps in his pack, he'll hack away at some of the branches, open up more space, and it's going to take you about an hour to get out of here, maybe two, but
By all means.
okay. So you guys spend the next 2 hours hacking at branches, pushing stuff out of the way, moving stuff around. And sunrise is pretty full on by the time you clear out, and you're tired, and And you're definitely not at the entrance that you entered with the horses. You have no idea. You're like somewhere in the forest. He thinks you're above the coastline somewhere.
And do a quick survival check to see where.
Survival just kind of gives you the basic lay of the land. If you have knowledge geography, you can go with that. Okay. Survival just kind of allows you to find, you know, you do definitely notice that you're further inland, which is further east of the ocean.
Then I guess I don't really know what to do then. Why don't we scout ahead and look for a road?
Okay, so you're gonna go looking for a road. The guard agrees, probably a good idea. You find a road, probably there might be a road sign, plus, you'll be able to pick a direction, and, it'll be easier to travel on the road than cross country.
Yep.
Alright, so, you spend another hour, looking around, and you end up finding a road. It's not that hard. While there is some significant debris, the road heads kind of like a southwest and a northeast direction. Northeast is probably in the direction of the city where you started, but southwest is in the direction of probably where you were going.
Well, I think that, I think we should head over to where we're supposed to go, as we lost the other team. I think that it would be best if we just continue on with the mission.
Okay.
We might actually run in along the way over there.
Alright. He'll follow your lead. So you start heading down that road. Meanwhile, your clothes are dry, or, mostly dry. And, your clothes are a little stiff. You go out and you look across, and you can see down below, you can see the shore, and there's like some driftwood and bunch of stuff washed up on the shore, and but you're not, looks like the area that you came in, that cleft, that little trail that you took to get up here is pretty well washed out. You guys could probably make it down there pretty easily. I don't even require rolls if you want to get there. It'll just take you a little bit longer, maybe about a half hour.
Can I do a geography check?
Knowledge geography? Sure.
To maybe know if there's a road nearby, or...
Sure, you can go ahead and do a knowledge geography check.
7.
Yeah, you're not, you don't quite remember, you're not sure. You do know that most people follow the shoreline down to where you were going. So if you were going to go a normal route, hoping to regroup with other people, you might probably follow the shoreline.
We should follow the shoreline and hope we run into the rest of the group.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys spent about 40 minutes trying to get down the washout. You're taking your time, you're being really careful, and you get down to the shoreline. Go and give me a spot check.
Both of us?
Yeah, sure.
9.
15.
Alright, you can see something's flopping around about 100 yards back up on the shoreline. It's northbound on the shoreline.
So back the way we came, or the way we're headed?
Well, back the way that you had been coming with the horses before you went looking for the cave.
You should go check it out.
There was something flopping.
I'm gonna draw my short bow.
Oh, it's medium sized.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my short bow just in case.
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff.
Okay.
So yeah, and we're gonna go check it out. See what it is. It might be food.
Okay. And as you cruise up, you realize it's a shark. And it's approximately, looks like it might have come from that cave you guys were exploring.
Ha!
I'm gonna kill it.
Nice.
Sharks are evil creatures.
Evil creatures, huh?
Give it a... They're not evil. They just go based on their instincts. They're not evil creatures.
Yeah, their instinct is eat. Eat and swim. Actually, I'm gonna kill it to put it out of its misery if it's stuck up on the shore.
Kill it for food, kill it, put it out of its misery. If you just want to kill a
Also
shark,
for
kill
food
a
and
shark.
skin.
Alright, so you kill a shark.
Okay.
I'm not even going to require rolls.
Yeah,
You can't
because
put
he's
up
flopping.
much of a
Yeah,
fight.
there's
He's
no
flopping.
way.
He's been out there for like a couple of hours trying to flop around. He's exhausted. So, you know, you hack it up pretty good. And, you know, you get a few shark steaks out of the deal.
Yay.
We'll say that,
Shark steaks?
yeah, you get 3 rations total.
Do you want to keep them on your person?
And they will be
Yeah,
bad
I can do
and
it.
they'll go bad in a couple of days.
Ooh, I want to pull some of the shark teeth.
And I want to get a hold of some of the skin.
Alright, that'll require survival checks from the both of you.
Okay.
So
So for me to get some skin, wow, I'm bombing my rolls today. 7.
alright, you get some scales. Some shark scales. I don't know, let's say about a half dozen shark
have
scales.
Yep.
These sharks do.
Oh, cool.
13?
13. Okay, you get a couple of teeth.
Sweet. I'm gonna put them in my bag.
So much for my shark skin boots.
Alright.
So yeah,
Alright, so this is...
we should keep going. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna turn around and head
And
back down.
south
Yeah,
towards
head back south.
the lady's house.
Yes. And I'm gonna keep my bow out just in case.
Alright.
Even though I probably don't do much.
Alright, so you cruise down about for the rest of the day. And you're on foot, so you know it's gonna take you longer to get places.
Oh yeah.
But the storm does seem to have mitigated any chance of running into beasties because everything headed for the hills with this storm. And just, you know, hit out.
Ooh.
So you go pretty much the entire day without an encounter. It's been relatively calm, the sun's shining, it's warm out,
Okay.
you know.
Our clothes are dry.
Your clothes are dry. I do need a fortitude save from Aramil though. Just from Aramil alone, because he did take a little bit of cold damage.
14.
14, you're good enough. You did not catch any chill.
Oh,
you
did
did
that-
not get sick.
The 3 sub dam. Did it,
3 sub dam is now healed up.
How about my cold damage?
Your cold damage is now healed. It was only a couple of points. You're fine.
There's just 1 point.
Was it just 1 point? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I'm back up to 5 health.
Okay. And because you slept, you got your hit points back in regular health.
Oh yay!
Or not your hit points, but your level. So at first level, you got 1 back.
Oh, so I'm
You're at 6.
okay. So I'm not at full health. I'm just at 6. Got it.
what is your full health?
9. So yeah. Towards sundown, we're going to make camp.
Okay.
I'm going to scout around for some firewood and
Alright.
make a fire and cook these steaks.
Okay. Sounds good.
The shelter.
Okay, so you guys set up camp for the night.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, guard
We're not going to set up shelter on the beach.
Okay.
We're gonna try to find shelter. Is what I meant to say.
Okay.
So,
So you go a little ways off the beach.
Yeah.
The what was a rocky ridge that led up to the forest is now a gentle slope, and it goes into a mild forest, sparse trees, and then into a thicker woods. So yeah, you guys are able to, you know, set up a nice little camp area.
Okay. And is it possible to turn these shark steaks into jerky?
You'd have to have some sort of a smoker, and that would take time. And
Couldn't
I
we
mean, if you
just-
want to spend a full day trying to do it, we can.
No, we'll just cook the steaks.
Yeah. In the meantime, the guard and San, you've been following this road for a piece.
Any signs of like signs?
Any signs of signs? Yeah. As a matter of fact, you do see a signpost. Unfortunately, it's broken, and the other piece does not seem to be anywhere found.
This must be a sign.
So, you travel along, and it follows out to the coast. The road follows out to the coast, and you see a large kind of like planking nailed together raft. It's a makeshift raft, and on it is basically all spread eagle is an unconscious body.
Unconscious. I draw my dagger and I say, "Excuse me, sir," or do I know if it's a sir or?
You just see it up ahead.
So I go forward.
You're gonna approach it?
Approach.
Alright. It's covered in a cloak. Appears to have long red hair. But you can't tell gender at the moment. Can't tell race.
It's a female.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You don't know?
Say that'd be a spot check, wouldn't it?
So.
But it appears to be very unconscious.
I'm just slightly unconscious. Very unconscious.
Excuse me.
Alright, so you're gonna poke it.
Okay, yeah.
Poke it with a stick.
Poke with a stick.
Alright. And you can tell that it's barely breathing.
Oh gosh.
Upon closer examination, go ahead and give me a spot check.
5.
Alright, upon closer examination, you realize that the hair isn't really hair at all. It's a wig.
It's a man.
It's a man, baby.
And it's an orc.
Female orc?
And yeah, it's a female orc.
I asked the guard, what should we do if the body, if it's not, what should we do?
If it's not what?
If she appears to be unconscious, how do we resuscitate?
Oh, you want probably just lean her up against it, build a fire, wrap her up in a blanket. As far as what you should do legally, well, take her off to the garrison.
Why the garrison?
Well, the Brotherhood of Barathos probably want to be talking to her. She doesn't belong in these parts.
Judging by the situation, probably was an accident to begin with. She's on a boat. I don't think she would be very easy to get over here.
And?
Anyway, we'll probably take her to the garrison.
Well, I mean, probably knows where, some of the Orcish strongholds are, and you know how they've been causing troubles for Kelshiri for quite some time now.
Good point. Yeah, we don't want any issues, and the more information the better. So yes, we'll bind her and make sure that she gets to the garrison.
You have
where
rope?
we're going. Huh?
Do you have rope?
I do have rope.
Excellent. Make a
And
use
rope.
rope check.
Well, I don't have use rope.
That's a dex check, isn't it?
It is a dex check.
Huh. Says 18.
Oh yeah. So that's what she would have to roll in order to escape. It's always an opposed roll.
Yes.
Alright, well, eventually she comes to. And, she realizes that her disguise is not fooling anyone. And she's gonna make a strength check first.
Yeah, orcs are strong.
Orcs are strong.
And I didn't choose a mark.
Alright, so she attempts to break her bindings, but unfortunately she does not quite get it. So she doesn't break her binding. And she shouts to him, do you speak Krishna?
Nope. I don't think so. Let me check my languages. Yes, I do.
You do. She's like, let me go. Let me go now.
Unfortunately, right now it appears that you are under arrest.
Under arrest? What does this mean?
Not supposed to be here, man.
You won't let me go.
Same way we can, like, cover her mouth, too.
You want to try to gag her? Go ahead and make you use rope check, I guess.
Or socks.
16.
Alright, so you gag her, and she's like, roar, roar.
This may be annoying.
She's shouting at you and garbled Grishnarl, and some of them sound like threats. Some of them just sound like "let me go."
You know, I do. I'm better with fighting things that are. I'm better with killing things that are dead. I think, you know, taking one orc off the hands of who might save us many if you don't shut up.
Go ahead and give me a listen check as she mumbles something else.
And that is plus what?
Wisdom.
Yeah, 14.
You can hear something along the lines of, you know, if you weren't such an elven pansy, you'd untie me now and we could fight this out like real warriors.
Oh, yay.
Good thing I'm not a warrior. I do my own thing. But thanks for the
She curses you for a coward and, you know.
Some might think that.
Alright, so,
The dead don't think at all. So, yeah, just for saying that,
you're gonna stab her? You're
I'm
gonna kill her?
gonna kill her.
Alright,
I'm a
killer. Alright, good. Now she is helpless.
Yep.
You are going to kill a helpless individual. Go ahead and stab him. I'm not even going to require an attack roll. Just roll for damage.
Oh, just roll for damage.
Roll for damage and consider it a critical strike.
Okay.
You have her all tied up. She can't do anything.
Oh yeah. So that's plus 2 to my D4. I need D4.
Oh, I got one right here if you want it. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
1 plus 2.
It's 3.
3.
And what kind of weapon are you using?
A dagger.
So times 2.
Times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. You wound her pretty badly, but she's hopping mad. She's like violently, she's foaming at the mouth, and
Do it one more
she's
time.
gonna make an attempt to break her bonds again, and she fails. Wow.
I do it one more
Stab
time.
her again. Go stab the helpless orc.
6 again.
Got 6 again, and she's dead. I mean, wow. Yeah.
Killed an innocent orc.
Killed a helpless individual.
Not innocent. She broke the law.
Helpless
Well,
individual.
It's not breaking the law if it's against your will that you're in an area.
No, she's breaking the law. She's not allowed in this area.
Okay,
So-
Right, so you just killed a helpless individual.
Yep.
That's it's very noble of you. Alright, and we will cut back to the other group now, who hopefully isn't stabbing people in the chest.
I'm an assassin, dude.
I know.
I kill.
So the sky is pretty clear, right?
This guy is beautiful.
Okay.
There's some white puffy clouds up there, bright sunshine.
I thought it was nighttime.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it was nighttime. I'm sorry. Did you? You had no encounters that night, though. If you wanted to rest up.
yeah, resting.
Yeah, we were gonna rest up.
Okay. Heal your level and hit points.
Yeah, I'm up to 7.
From where we are, can I roll another knowledge geography check? See
Sure.
if
Go
maybe
for it.
Cool. For a road or an unnatural landmark.
Okay. Go ahead.
23 or 22.
22. All right. So with your 22, you kind of have a general idea of where you're at. You've got your bearings. You know that there's a road probably a few miles up ahead that meets up with the shoreline and follows the shore down a ways.
I would recommend we go there and see if there's any sign of recent passing since the storm.
Okay. So you begin traveling that way.
Yes.
All right. Meanwhile, you've just killed the helpless orc. You're going to continue on your way?
Yep.
All right. So you try.
I know I actually checked to see if there's any gold on her.
Of course you do.
There you go. Yeah, she has nothing.
Then I continue onward.
All right. All right.
Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I think I'm gonna steal her disguise.
Okay, so the raggedy wig of red hair. Okay, you've got a raggedy wig of red hair.
I'll just put that in there.
There you go. You
You're
got
awesome,
a raggedy wig of red hair. And our other party's got some scales and some teeth. And you got raggedy red hair.
Oh,
you
so
know.
we would have each eaten one steak, so I'm down to one steak left.
And while they were burrowing, into hedgerows, you were stabbing helpless orcs.
No, the helpless orc would have been while we were camping out on the
Okay. So while you were camping out on the beach, enjoying some margaritas or whatever, the rogues out there stabbing helpless orcs.
Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, can I do a check? It's either a spot check or a survival check to see if I can find some strong vines or something I can make a leather cord out of.
Some sort of a leather cord. Well, since vines aren't made out of leather, I'm gonna say.
Well, strong vines or something I can make to make leather cord.
If you manage to go off and hunt something down, you can probably, like a rabbit or something. If you want to go off in the woods, spend a couple hours hunting, make a survival check. You can get something like that. You can spend.
You want to do that now, or once we reach? So I'm pretty sure I remember a road coming up right near the beach.
It's not important. We can wait.
Okay.
All right, so you travel down a ways and you come to the road, and the road does look like it's had some recent passage marks. Looks like maybe two people were traveling down that way.
Can I do a search check to
Some
see if I recognize the footprints?
survival check.
Survival check?
It is a survival check because that is what you track with.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna bomb this. Yep, I bombed it. 7.
You got like two people and they're moving down.
Can I tell which direction they're going at least?
They're heading south.
Okay,
Which
so
is the general direction you guys were trying to go.
Can I try a survival check to see if I recognize or know the tracks?
Do you have track?
I have survival.
But do you have track?
No.
No, that's why the ranger has track.
Okay.
yeah,
As a
I
ranger
get
can track
that
people.
automatically.
Yep, as a ranger, that's why I let him make a track check. Alright, so you know that they're heading south.
For track, do I get any bonuses to survival or anything like that
Nope.
for track? Or it just gives me the ability to track stuff?
It allows you to track stuff using the survival check.
Okay, cool. That's not as OP as I thought it was going to be.
Alright.
Okay, so
Alright, you spend the day
following these footprints.
you spend the day following these footprints. You spend the day hiking further down the road.
You want to take a break and hunt for a while?
And
we're actually going to take a break shortly. Are there like woods and stuff close by this intersection?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to spend a couple hours and go hunting.
Alright. So go ahead and give me survival checks. One person making the main check, the other person giving the assist.
Well, I also have move silent and all that stuff that I could do while hunting.
Well, it's not really a matter of survival check is you're hunting small game. I mean, you're not out there elk hunting or deer hunting.
Oh, okay.
You're kind of going out for groundhogs and grouse and stuff like that. Prairie dogs.
You want to do the main one? Okay, so she's going to do the main, I'll assist.
18. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing because I got a 9.
9. Well, you won't fail enough that you heard her check, and her 18 is good enough. You guys do manage to find enough food for 2 individuals for the day.
Kill them with my horse. Just beat them to death.
I'm going to shoot him. What are you talking about?
So you guys gather enough berries and roots and maybe some critter to eat a squirrel or something like that.
Only one, or would there be multiple?
The food you put together is enough for a day.
Well, we were going for like
Mostly small critters.
Yeah, we were going for meat.
Meat and leather.
She was.
Well, the leather is enough to make your little leather thong thingy, leather cord. Yeah. It'll just take you the rest of the day. You'll dry it out. You'll.
I'll tan it. Shows.
Thank you, Maya.
What?
Oh, she said bless you because I sneezed.
Oh. I said it too, didn't I?
No.
Oh, I just sneezed.
Oh, I thought it.
So. So you guys spent a couple hours hunting and
set of trap.
and then you guys come upon a wagon. He comes along.
Wait, which group?
Tyler's group.
Oh, okay.
You guys come along a wagon, and he is moving down the trail. He's got 6 horses pulling it. He's moving at a pretty good pace, but he offers you a ride.
And what does this man look like?
He's a human guy. Looks like he's got some wine barrels in the back of his cart.
Where are you heading, sir?
I'm just heading south. There's a couple of places south that I'm gonna probably hawk my wine at. I saw you were traveling south as well. You're welcome to catch a ride with us.
It's been a long time and it makes no sense not to, so yeah, I'll hitch a ride with you.
Alright. So you guys will be able to travel pretty quickly. And by the end of that day, you come across the old lady's house, the old lady's cottage.
So by the end of the day, doing the tracking on the road.
You noticed that there was a wagon that met up with the
2 travelers.
Yeah, and so they were traveling twice as fast as you now.
Okay.
But you come upon her house.
Mm-hmm.
And you bid farewell, I guess, to the wine merchant.
Yeah.
The guy hops off.
Thank you for your services.
And
Sorry.
all right, so you hop down, and you're here at her house.
I just continue walking. And the guard's still with me, right?
Yeah, guard's still with you.
I think we should continue walking. What about you?
Oh, the house is right there.
Oh, the house that we're supposed to go to?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, I go to the house.
You go to the house, and the door's shut, obviously. What do you do?
What about the wine guys and this is
No, he
just keeps going.
He
Oh,
just keeps going. Yeah, he drops you off because this is where you were trying to get to.
oh, sweet. So I knock.
You knock on the door, and you hear no answer.
And knock louder.
Wow. And you're still hearing no answer.
And it's locked, so...
You haven't tried the door.
Oh, I'm just gonna unlock the door. I mean, I'm just gonna go in.
You open the door and you wander in. You're in an entry room. It's got a little fire going. There's actually a fire going. And there's a chair, and in the chair there appears to be an old woman. She's got a plate next to her, and on one of the plates you see a honey cake. She seems to be, go ahead and give me a spot check.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
She's dead.
Oh, jeez. Any way of me knowing what was the cause of death?
You could try a heal check if you have the heal skill, but only if you have the heal skill.
So, tell the guard, brace yourself and take point.
And like, okay, what are we doing?
There's a dead woman here.
Well, yeah, she's dead. What are we doing?
We're going to investigate. We're supposed to be here to deliver the cakes. We need to find out where the cakes are.
Cake right there.
Oh, shit. He said the honey cake was on the plate next to it. Oh, sorry. I guess.
Don't do that.
I know I'm trying. I'm sorry. That's why I'm trying to just talk to Joshi.
Well, even then I can hear it. That's still not good. So... Oh gosh. Well, I say, well, it looks like we delivered the cakes. Time for us to go back.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yep.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, I continue with him.
So you guys bail.
Yeah, we bail.
That's
a little murder. We bail. Yeah.
You, what are you gonna do? You gonna go back to, the town you came from, or you gonna continue on?
There's no other objection, yeah. So
you were supposed to drop off the honey cakes with these guys, and, then head on back.
Yeah, I just head on back to where we came.
So you start heading back, and, go and give me, let's see. Oh, you guys.
Yeah.
Give me spot checks.
11.
15.
Alright. Well, the 15, the 15 you see, you see 6 guards on horseback. These guys look like they're pretty serious. They're fully armored up. They got swords, maces, crossbows. Their horses have barding. And they're coming up the road.
At us?
They're coming down the road, and you're in front of them.
Well, I mean, are they coming from the direction we're headed, or the direction we came from?
The direction you came from, so they're coming up behind you.
So, I'm gonna... We're gonna move off to the side and let them pass.
They're like, make way, and they kind of shove, kind of wave you out of the way.
Yeah.
We move.
Angrily.
We're gonna move and then continue on our way.
Alright. So, alright, you continue on your way afterward. Alright. Well, you continue, you and your guardsmen are traveling up, and you get about maybe an hour or two up the road, and you see 6 guardsmen.
I also get off towards the side of the road and hide.
You there, halt, where you're going?
Oh, we're heading back to town.
No, you stop there.
Okay.
And,
put my hands up and say, is there something wrong?
where are you coming from?
Just a little cottage down from the street.
The cottage.
Little house, yeah.
What were you doing there?
One person just dropped us off there and noticed that there was somebody dead in the city. We were about to actually tell the authorities.
What were you doing at the house? Why did you get dropped off there?
One side was going in a different direction where we were supposed to go.
Ah, give me a bluff check.
Yeah. That's not really a bluff.
It's a bluff.
Oh, that's a bluff.
You are attempting to conceal information from him.
17.
Alright, he's like, did you see anybody else there?
Just the wine cellar guy, the wine guy, me, and the guardsman with me. That was with me.
No one else.
And the lady that was dead.
I'll be on your way.
Alright, thank you. Have a good day.
Alright. It sends you on your way. And you got a good bluff check.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's a good liar.
Yeah. It's a pretty good liar.
Not really a liar. I mean, that's kind.
That is actually the truth.
I didn't even bend the truth. I just left out information.
Yeah, you left out some of the truth.
You lied
Through
by not lying.
Alright, so you cruise up the way and they're cruising down and you guys meet. Might as well speed this along. Might as well get you guys to your meeting point finally.
Appreciate it.
Alright, so you guys, you see him, he's up ahead, and him and his guard are coming up, and,
Hello there. Hey, I got something that belongs to you.
Oh, the dead sunrod, eh?
No, your club. I picked it up from the water before we...
I pick up one from the ground. I say, "Thank you. I'll add one to my inventory."
Well, because I picked up the one you dropped down the hole.
let's see, Obi-Wan Kenobi might agree with you, Maya, but I'm not sure I would agree with you.
Ooh, what happened?
She says lying is a different way of telling a type of truth. I think lying is probably not telling the truth at all.
It depends on your point of view.
Like the way he lied. It's still telling the truth, but not everything. I think that's what she's meaning.
So, I thought this club was special, that's why I picked it up.
I thought the club was special.
Shut up!
It's a special club.
How much did it cost him?
It's free.
$0 and 0 coin. So I said thanks. Looks like the job was done. I mean, the cakes were delivered. There's an old lady that was dead.
Did you run into the other guardsmen or the horses?
Yeah, I told him everything, almost everything I knew.
The guardsman who was with us?
Oh no, sorry, no. He's with me.
We started our journey with two. That's why.
There's one more
Did you run into the other guardsmen or our horses?
Not a clue. Did not see him.
Well, you said there was an old lady that was dead.
Yeah, shame.
Could you tell what she died from?
Since I wouldn't know, I was gonna say no. Looks like an accident though.
Yeah.
I didn't see any wounds or anything. Probably died of old age.
Are you sure the sweet buns were delivered?
Yeah, I saw it like right next to her.
Oh.
She's dead. So yeah.
Was there a bite taken out of the sweet roll? The sweet bun?
Don't know. Didn't check. But
Oh
Okay, so I guess we head back.
yep, and that was a job well done, guys. Thank you for on a wonderful separation. Let's continue. By the way, On the departing of our party, you said you owed me, so I'd like 5 gold, please, for that sun rod and such, and the push.
How much is a sun rod, actually?
Depends on where you're at. Sometimes they charge more, sometimes they charge less.
Where we're at.
Well, you haven't been in town in a few days. You have no idea what a sunrod's gonna cost. You know?
Well, considering the average price of a sunrod is only 2 gold, 5 seems a little excessive, don't you think?
Yes, but I have to go out and go get it. And, yeah.
Because I could purchase you once we get to town. I could probably purchase you 2 for the 5 gold. And then still have gold left over.
For the hassle, keep that 2 sunrods. Sounds good. Yeah, let's get back to town.
Well, I hadn't.
Oh, no.
I'm not just gonna stop there. I mean,
Okay.
Well, he ended his part of the bargain, so he's like,
Yeah, I said she owes me one.
We owe you one,
Yep.
and
I gave my terms.
that's alright.
Okay.
Steep terms, that's alright. We'll be able to make more gold on it. Yeah.
okay then.
So, let us start back.
So you're back, and while it takes you some time, you meet wagons and such along the way, and you make it back into town. And we're gonna call the guy because I've forgotten his name that I gave him. And we'll call him Bertrand.
Pretty sure it was Bernard.
All right, we'll call him Bernard. Bernard is to make the delivery.
As far as we know, yeah. Guard could.
As far as you know.
One of the guards kind of separated from the party
And delivered it for us, actually.
during a storm. We were seeking cover, and he decided to press on.
Oh.
Basically, the job has been done fairly successfully.
All right.
Unfortunately, the client may have died.
Well, that's terrible to hear.
Can I do a listen check to see if there's anything that not
Sense
natural
motive.
about what he said?
Sense motive.
That would be a sense.
That would be a sense motive.
Well, I don't have sense motive. That's why I was
You
going
can
to do
still.
a listen
It's a wisdom check. Wisdom.
16?
Something seems a little off, but you just can't tell what.
I'm going to keep my suspicions to myself. For now. And then I'm going to beg his pardon and be like, do you know anywhere in town where one can purchase sunrods?
Certainly, the general store in the merchant district.
And I would ask him for directions.
Alright, so yeah, he gives the directions.
So I can show you where it's at. For free.
When have you ever done anything for free?
I put stuff in advance.
And I'm going to load that with sarcasm so he knows I'm just teasing.
Why not?
Like, I'm not being serious.
Alright, so you guys head out to the general store?
Okay.
Alright.
Consider it a gift.
On the other hand, you guys are going to the general store.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, we forgot to... Hold on, we haven't left yet. We forgot to talk to him about the payment.
Oh, yeah.
The
Discount.
Yeah, there's the discount, but, I mean, that doesn't get you anything.
Me?
Of course, I paid you for being our guide.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah,
Yeah, good point.
You got
Okay.
paid.
I got paid.
So, and I would ask the gentleman. No, I'll ask him when we get back. Never mind.
I will stand there while they go. I will look at him and be like, Since the job is done, do we still get the discount on that?
Of course. Of course. A promise made is a debt unpaid.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with him to follow him to the merchant.
Alright, go ahead and give me some either listen or gather info checks. You guys' choice.
Okay. So
Gather info.
I'm gonna do a listen check.
Nice.
26.
Nat 20.
Nat
So 36.
You guys are overhearing conversation. Apparently, word has spread that the storm has cleared out a bit of Agira's tide.
A what?
Agira's tide.
What's that?
It is said it is the lair of several pirate treasures. Yeah.
So as we walk, I would discuss it with him to see if he knows anything about it.
And so there are lots of adventuring groups gearing up. And by the time you get to the general store, it is hopping. I mean, it's crowded with adventuring groups and everybody's buying stuff. And it takes you about 2 hours just to get up to the counter. And this guy's got the biggest grin on his face when he's up there, and he's got his apron's dirty, but
I know exactly what's going on.
he's like, so, how can I help you today?
I'm merely here for a couple of sunrods. That's
A couple of sun rods. I think I may have a few left in the back. Yes. 3.5 gold pieces each.
Do you have haggle? Do you
No, I
have haggle
don't.
skills? Oh shit. Shoot.
I didn't know that was a skill in this game.
It's not.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not? Okay.
No. You could attempt a diplomacy check, but, you know.
I tell him, is there any, like, I think we should just get one.
Just one?
Just one.
Alright. 3 gold, 5 silver.
Did it calculate the weight too?
Well, the sunrod's going to you.
I know. So you're...
Yeah, I realize I... Okay, so... Yeah, I'll buy one, I guess.
Alright.
Oh, crap. So 3 gold takes me down to 28.
Yeah, he's like, man, business has been good since Agira's tide got cleared.
So are we in the back of the line?
No, you guys are now at the front of the line.
So I would ask him if he has any information on, like, legends or rumors or even myths about this year's time.
Well, there are several dangerous creatures that are said to be down there. Let's see. Illidan's Bane is supposed to be down there.
What is that?
Illidan's Bane. Well, there was a couple of brothers who went down there. Illidan and Ilthakir. And one of his, let's see, Illidan. Oh, he must have been the warrior type, cause his brother was a singer of songs and a teller of tales. And they went down there together searching out for that pirate treasure. And only Illidan ever came back. Unfortunately, he came back screaming mad. Seemed that no cleric could find a cure for his illness. And every night, he would scream.
What would he scream? Or is it just...
Nobody knew. Some strange dialect of an unknown language.
Is it recorded anywhere? Or... Well, I'm just wondering if it might be one of the outside of roleplay. Or outside of session. I was just wondering if maybe it was one of the languages that I might know. So, is it recorded anywhere? the words he said.
Well, you may head off to the library, or well, perhaps the Mages Guild, or one of the temples. They might have some sort of record.
Does he know where any of the claimed entrances to this place are?
Agira's Tide? Well, off the coast of the the northernmost part of Kelshiri, just between the borders of Kelshiri and Westershore, you can rope down, and it's about 400 feet to rope down to this entrance that just got cleared out.
It's a long drop.
Yeah. Well, apparently a lot of people are going to try, which is why my shop is booming. I've got barely anything left. You can see my cupboards are bare.
Cupboards and your shelves.
That's right. Get to pretty much name my price for anything these days.
So I would give him a couple of silver for the information and thank him before I would turn around to go.
Alright, he thanks you back. His name is Dale. So
Dale the shopkeeper.
Dale the shopkeeper.
Okay, so I guess we would head back to the place. Why can I not remember the word for it? Mansion? Mansion.
The estates.
The manor.
Yeah.
The manor.
Yeah, that place.
The villa.
Villa, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
The villa.
Why can I
Alright,
not
so
remember?
you head back to the villa and you guys get there. Yeah, there's still a bunch of hubbub. They're all talking about Agira's Tide, and you know.
I would listen in surreptitiously in order to see if there's any new information that I might not have heard earlier.
Nothing really. Just
Okay.
you know, the entrance. It's a new cave entrance. Looks like that storm, maybe a lightning bolt had struck the cliff face and opened up a new hole that led to a tunnel that apparently goes down to Agira's Tide. The old school entrance used to be below the water. You'd have to swim down in order to enter in.
So now there's an upper entrance.
Yeah, there's a new upper entrance.
Okay. Well, I would.
Unfortunately, there's also talk of the Orcish tribe, the Grishnarls, patrolling that area. So
Yes, the Grishnarls.
the Brotherhood is going to send out a few patrols and see if they can capture any of them, round them up for, you know, to keep them out of harm, to keep them out of causing trouble.
I would go to the master of the estates and. Hold on, let me rewrite some of these.
He's like, well, so are you interested in buying the horse?
We are, but at this moment we do not have the coin for it. Quite yet.
Huh.
So we were thinking of maybe taking some more jobs, see if there was a way to make some coin in this town.
I see. What kind of work are you looking for?
Well, I don't know about my companion here, but hold on, I gotta think how to put this. Welcome to China on your kind of work.
I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I'm very good at performances or handiwork with crafts, dissolved goods.
And I am relatively decent in the wilderness.
The wilderness. Well, maybe you can get a job scouting out for them orcs. Those troublemakers. Huh.
I could try, I guess.
They say the only good orc is a dead orc.
I agree with that statement.
Kind of smiles and gives you a nod.
Unfortunately, I've never actually met an orc, although I do know their language, just in case I ever did meet one.
Why would you speak such a foul thing?
Mainly to taunt and
orc
insult.
lovers, are you?
Mainly to taunt and insult them.
Alright, well. Never be too careful, those Western folk. Bunch of orc lovers.
Oh dear.
And that's why we're starting to cut off trade with them. Apparently they were hiding some Grishnarls on their side of the border, and there were some raids that broke some out of our prison.
Oh, would that make their gold any less attractive?
Well, it makes our treaties with them a lot less attractive if they're going to be letting these orcs loose to raid our camps and our villages and our towns and kill and slaughter our women and children.
Very true. Very true.
Terrible things.
I see your point. So I would ask him if he knows where I would go to inquire about maybe some tracking jobs, or to hunt down the orc parties.
Well, you can go up to the city barracks, and inquire with the captain of the guards. His name is Ildrian.
How's that spelled?
Ildrian. He's of one of the noble families.
Not you, her. No way. Just sponsors still man. Yep.
So, okay. I would thank him for the information, and then I would take my lovely fiancée off to the side and ask her, or after she was done speaking with him, ask her what she thinks.
I suppose I'm gonna feel some movies.
You always did seem to enjoy being out in nature as much as I did. Well,
Yeah.
I know you always like being out in nature. So is there anything you would like to do while we're doing this, or would you like to come?
I'm not sure you both need my assistance. You're talented by yourself. You might be able to go into town and gather some gold from performances.
We can try. Very well. If you would like to split up, we can. Okay. So then I'm going to go find Sans. Sans? San. San Madel. I can never remember people's names. I'm going to go find San Madel and talk to him. Her.
Oh, her?
Yeah, San Madel's her.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know.
See, you made the same mistake.
First female character name.
So yeah, I would go to San and talk to her.
If you're asking for help, I'm not too busy. I can do something for free for you if it's not too long to travel.
I was thinking about going up to the captain of the guard and asking him if he'd like any assistance in tracking down these orc parties.
There's money involved, not from you, but from...
I'm sure we can negotiate with them, see if we can get some gold for the encounters. And maybe per year.
I'll help you out.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Oh, by the way, by now I'd be out of my shark steak, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're fully healed, too.
Yay!
Keep that in mind, that's...
Wonder how much XP I get for the work.
For killing a helpless victim, huh?
Yep.
Stabbing somebody that can't defend themselves.
Horrible. Okay, so I would
deeper.
So yeah, I would ask him if he knows where the garrison is.
It gives you directions. It's still in a good part of town. Eldrion is, you know, probably he's pretty much in charge. You'll find him.
Is he an honorable man or a corrupt?
He's elven. What do you think?
That's not saying much.
It's coming from a couple of elves.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's just me. She's gonna do something else. She decided she didn't want to go with us.
My chest for this guy is terrible.
Okay, so yeah, San Miguel and I will head to the garrison then.
Alright, so you guys head up to the garrison, and Eldrion will actually welcome you and tell you, yeah, he can use an extra tracker. He asks about your last name.
At this time, I do not have one.
Alright. Okay, your father's last name then?
My father's last name is Darksaber.
Darksaber.
He got the name because of the black sword he carried.
Alright. Obviously you say in Elven, so it sounds a little bit cooler.
Yes.
As opposed to Star Wars-ish. Darksaber.
Well, a saber was originally
Yeah, I know, it's this type of sword. It's like a cutlass.
Cutlass, but about, I think it was like 6-8 inches longer.
I don't know.
A saber was more for cavalry as opposed to shipboard weaponry. Anyways, so yes, I would let him know my father's name. Although I would rather not, but I will because
he figures you're good enough to work with him. He'll put you to use. You'll be out there tracking orcs and getting rid of the vile scum.
Okay. So I would ask him if there was any intelligence that he might have that he could pass on to us about where any sightings were or anything that he wasn't able to cover with his own troops.
Well, he says
Anything that might be of assistance to us.
Says he's looking for a long-range reconnaissance group. And he says, you guys seem trustworthy with a name like your father's name.
Oh, you know of my father?
He nods.
Well, judging by your nod, I would hope you are on good terms with him, and that his name isn't a detriment to me.
Not at all. That's why I would trust you with such a mission.
I appreciate it. About how long is this term of scouting and tracking?
We'd put you on a ship. And you'd make your way. You have to probably get you some forged papers, but you'd make your way into Westershore to a town called Shelfier. There you're looking for, well, a half-orcish woman. Your mission would be relatively simple. Scout it out.
An orc woman?
Half-orcish woman.
Oh God.
Actually, no, she's an orcish woman. Yeah, an orcish woman.
Are we just to locate her, or?
Well, stay in town. Become friends with her if you can. And eventually we'll send word for you when we want you to take her.
I would ask if he would be able or willing to, because all I have right now at the moment for ranged weaponry is my short bow. I'd be asking him if he'd be able to trade it out for a longbow that would be serviceable.
It says your more effective weapon would be that tongue in your mouth. Remember, you're not out there to kill her.
To befriend her.
It may be difficult to take her when you send us word.
Oh, by the time we send word for you to capture her, it'll probably be easy as pie.
I would look at San Medel and see if she would be okay with a long-term.
How much does it pay?
Well, upon return, well, what we can do is we'll get you set up. We'll make you look fairly respectable. Perhaps you'll even be able to purchase that longbow you're so interested in. We'll get you 50 gold right off the bat. And then when you take her in, it'll be worth another 150 gold. That's a piece, by the way.
Oh, sorry, it's 20.
Okay.
So 50 gold each, and then 150 gold each when it's done.
Okay. Well, I think I'm good for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The woman's name is Kraytook.
How do you spell that?
I believe in their tongue, it's a K, an R, a T, and a K.
That's fine, because they don't use very many letters.
They don't use vowels at all. Okay, so the woman's Kraytook. Any other information on her we might need?
She may be some sort of a, I don't know, healer, a necromancer, or something else. I don't know.
So she's a mage.
Some say she's a healer, some say she's a necromancer. Hell, some say she's a fiend binder of some kind.
Okay. So I would talk to San Medel, see if she's okay. Oh wait,
Nope.
no, she already.
Nope.
You
I already took the cash. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so yeah, we are going to do it.
Right.
Now, how? Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt real quick. How much did the guy want for the horse after the discount?
I believe it was 100. It was 250, and you were gonna get a discount of 25. So
If I was 150 and we were going to get the discount
Of 25.
of 25.
150. Could be right. It'll be 125. We'll say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you can buy the horse, can't you? Or...
Well, I would ask the captain, is there any way we could get half up front and half upon completion?
I'm good with 50 gold right now, but maybe.
Seems like your friend has no trouble with the terms of the agreement.
Well, there's just a purchase I would like to make before we leave that may help.
What kind of a purchase?
A new horse.
You can also say it's free.
It's a gift for my fiance.
Your fiance, is she skilled?
Fairly.
Well, tell you what, you bring her along for this job. She'll get 50 up front and 150 at the end, and I'll negotiate with the owner of the horse to wait on the other 25 until you return. You'll be able to leave with the horse in your own custody.
I would have to ask her if she's willing to come along, but as of now, I don't see too much problem with that if you're willing to negotiate with the owner for us.
Of course. So,
Okay, so yeah, I tell him that I will come back by say day's end
all
and
right.
let him know if she will be joining us.
Sounds good. I'll begin preparing your documents.
Okay, so we head back to the villa.
Okay.
And I seek out Mary.
Mary.
I'm ogling over the horse as usual.
Yeah, I would talk to her and be like, hey, we have a long-term job in Wester Shore. I wouldn't give in too many details at the moment, but I would say that if you are the one who gave us the job, the captain of the guard, said if you come along, he would assist us in negotiating for the horse. We'd be able to take it with us and finish paying off when we return.
As soon as you say negotiate for the horse so that we can take it, she's like, yep.
Okay. So yeah, she's coming along with us.
Well, okay.
So I would return to the captain and let him know.
Okay.
That yes.
Probably
You guys
with
give
him
the
as
50
well.
and the 50, and he'll talk to Bernard about waiting on the last 25 till after the job's done, and Bernard's a good guy. He's trying to get in good with all the elven nobles, so he's going to agree to it. He's like, okay, sounds good to me.
And I would actually ask him if Bernard, or I would thank the captain.
Okay.
I would thank him profusely.
Well, not too profusely, we hope.
What?
Hope you like work.
Once she agrees to come along, I would fill her in with the details of the mission. But I would ask Bernard if there was maybe a horse that I could borrow for this mission, and if it was slain or damaged, I would be willing to pay for it, pay the replacement for it. But I would take care of it as well as if it were my own.
Unfortunately, he says, I'm pushing my limits at the moment right now.
Okay, I won't push the issue. I would just thank him and move on.
Alright.
Daily goes and grows the horse. Okay, so that means that's 100 for total.
Yep, so we're back down to where we were.
That's fine.
Alright, so,
He comes with all his tack and everything, right?
yeah, you got a
Okay.
saddle and a bit and bridle.
Saddlebags.
Saddlebags, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then we would...
They'll put you on a ship, and we'll fast travel you.
And I get mildly seasick throughout the journey.
We'll fast travel you out to Wester Shore.
Okay.
Do we want to take a break right here? I'm starting to fall asleep because I'm just sitting down too long.
Sure, let's take a short break.
Take a short stretch.
Yep, and we'll be back in, how about half hour?
Half hour sounds good.
That works.
Alright, see you at 10:30 or 11:30, or 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, yeah.
11 o'clock, see you then. Bye.
Cool. Bye-bye.